I am Ramesh. Welcome to the class. Today our topic is Unix file permissions. You can ask me any questions after completing of this session. Before we step into the file permission, we should know the meaning of permission. What do you mean by permission? Accessing particular files or folders is called permission. So assume one user having read permission, write permission, execute permission. So we can remove the read permission, write permission, execute permission. At the same time, we can add read, write, and execute permissions. So every user have permissions. By default, what are all permissions available and how we can view these permissions, we will understand in this session. So in this diagram, you can observe the file permission structure. So you can view the first hyphen represents the file type. If it is hyphen, we can consider it as a we are creating a file. At this position, if it is D, it is a directory. Assume if it is a file, it will be allotted hyphen. If you are created, if you created directory, so it will give D here. So the first one represents the file type 1, 2, 3. These three read, write, and execute permission. Here the place of this is execute. So it represents owner. The first three permissions represents to owner. Next second three permissions represents to group. Next three represents other. Other. So what is R here? Readable. What is W? Writable. X means executable. Hyphen means denied. Suppose we have created one file. Of that file having no write permission. Assume we have created one file, we can view that file, but we cannot add content to that file for the group user. See, you can observe owner, group, and other users. So let us illustrate with one suitable example so that you can understand in detail. Wait some time. So in order to prompt long listing with permissions, how we can use ls-l. See, you can observe the long listing all files and directories and the file permissions along with the file permissions. See, you can observe in this G1 is the directory. See, the first hyphen, the first hyphen, the first place represents file type, right? So this is directory. So we can understand this file, this is object as a directory. So see, F1 is a file. See, the first represents hyphen, which is a file. If it is hyphen, it is a file. If it is D, it is directory. so that we can understand easily whether that that object is directory or file. Okay, now with this message we can view the permissions of each and every object, either file or directory. So all of you know the clear command. So now I'm going to create one file with cat command, cat r underscore test. So I will add some text in this. Raj Raghu. Control D. Control D means save plus exit. So we have created one file r underscore test. So I will see what are the default permission for this file of this file. ls -l r underscore test. See the default file having the permissions like this: rw rw r. So we have created one file. We are checking the file permission of this file. So now I wanted to remove the read permission of this file. How you can do that? With chmod option. With chmod option. With chmod option we can add permission, we can remove the permission. So we have the two different permission modes. One is symbolic mode and absolute mode. So symbolic mode is working based on the symbols. Based on the symbols means plus, minus, equal, like adding permissions, removing permissions, assigning permissions, with the help of the command called chmod. Chmod u plus, we are removing the permission. What permission we are removing? Read permission we are removing. R underscore test, assume. So now let us check whether this file remove the permission or not. See, you can observe the read permission is removed for this file. So if we remove the read permission of this file, can we view this data? Can we view this data? Let us check. Can you view this data or not? Cat r underscore test. See, permission denied. So we cannot able to view the content of this file. So what is the solution? If you add read permission to this file, if you add the read permission to this file, we can view the content of this file. Now let us check whether we can view the content of this file or not. Let us check. See, you can view the contents of this file. Let us assume I am removing removing write permission of this user. So we have removed the write permission of this user. So now let us check whether we can read it or not, we can view it or not. Yes, we can view the content of this file, but we cannot append the text to this file. We cannot append the text to this file. See, permission denied. We cannot able to append. That means we cannot write the content to this file. So what is the solution? Again, you can add the write permission to this user. So if you apply the write permission to the user, otherwise you can add the write permission to the user of this file, we can be able to append the text to this file. So let us apply the append option r underscore test. See, it is allowing to append the text. RK. So let us execute. Let us save and exit from the option. So this is what the symbolic mode. We can add permission, we can remove the permission, as well as with the help of assigning permission we can give every permission to the file. Every permission means read, write, execute for user, read, write, execute for group, read, write, execute for others. How we can do that? The chmod option, u a is equal to rwx. Which one we are going to give? R underscore test of this file. This file we are applying read, write, execute permission. So let us check whether we are applied read, write, execute permission for this file or not. See, you can observe rwx, rws, rws. We are applied all permissions. That means for users we are applied all permissions, group applied all permissions, and others also we are applied all permissions. This is one symbolic mode. So this is how we are implementing with the symbolic mode process. So in the next class we will learn absolute mode process. Thank you.